welcome to Neurodiversity Insights. My name is Yvette, and today I'm going to be interviewing a member of our team. Just so you are aware, we are still in lockdown and we are working from home. We have kids, we have animals. Hopefully they won't be popping in and out, but you never know with the state of everything at the moment. So I'm going to apologise in advance if we have any friendly faces come in. So today we just really wanted to introduce a member of our team. She is a very valued member of our team and has been working with us for quite a while. And we thought that you would like to get to know her. So would you like to introduce yourself to our viewers and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Of course, yes, it's lovely to join you today. I'm Vicki, I'm the Head of Psychological Development at Lexxics. I've worked here for almost 9 years, which is unbelievable, it's flown past. And I live near Edinburgh with my husband, 19-month-old son, and 2 dogs.
So you've been working with Lexxics for quite a while, and neurodiversity has changed quite a bit. But from your point of view, how has neurodiversity changed in organisations over this time?
I think for me, the most significant change is the demand. So working in this field for almost a decade, I've seen the demand increase significantly. Thinking back to when I started at Lexxics all those years ago, it was just myself and our founder, Nicola James. And now there's 20 of us in the organisation. And I think that this just shows how much demand there are for neurodiversity services in the workplace. Organisations are recognising the need to support and champion their neurodiverse staff, and they're seeing the benefits both individually and to the organisation as a whole.
Would you say that neurodiversity itself is more prevalent now, or would you say it's just that people are coming for support more often?
I think it's always been there. I don't think the awareness has always been there. I don't think that organisations knew that this support existed. So it's our duty really as a professional service provider to educate organisations and to work in partnership with occupational health providers to really send the message across that individuals have the option to get support if they need it.
Obviously, with neurodiversity changing all the time, how have you and Lexxics really managed to stay in line with these changes?
Yeah, it's a good question because it does change quite frequently. As psychologists, we do keep up to date with the latest research and thinking in neurodiversity. We're all members of the British Psychological Society and we're registered with the Health and Care Professions Council. So that just means that we're operating in line with the highest levels of best practice and ethical conduct. We also seek advice from the latest from publishers, test publishers, and they keep us right in terms of the tools that are available. We seek advice from peers, and we're always learning and willing to ask for help if we need it in terms of guidance in the field to make sure that we're doing the right thing.
And a while ago, now have an e-learning platform called Neurotalent Unlocked, and this was previously Win with Dyslexia. So you have been around for both of those.
Yeah, that was my very first project that I got my teeth stuck into soon after I started, was to help create modules for an online platform. Because we recognised early on that we wanted to get this support out to large numbers of people. Putting it online helps us to achieve that because it gets a wider reach for us and for other people. I guess the change in name is to make it more inclusive, so it doesn't just benefit individuals with dyslexia. It benefits individuals that have other neurodiverse conditions like dyspraxia, autism, ADHD. So it was really just to recognise the broadness of the conditions that come under the neurodiversity umbrella.
So what has made you stay in the neurodiversity field?
Yeah, that's another really good question. I think my passion for the field, I find it hugely interesting. seeing the impact that we make on people's lives all the time as well is just so rewarding. Watching individuals grow and develop and really, get that belief in themselves that they can achieve anything with the right tools and strategies in place. And it's just such a privilege to help an individual to implement those so that they can flourish.
So, what are you currently working on that our viewers may find interesting?
Well, I've just started heading up the psychological development side of Lexxics, which is super exciting. So far, I've been involved in creating a partnership model for using with organisations to assist in their organisational transformation when it comes to neurodiversity. I'm also doing research with one of our largest clients that we've been working with for 4 years to measure the impact that our services have had on their business. And initial findings have shown that the disclosure levels within this organisation have significantly increased, which means that we are helping organisations to change their culture really, and become more open and inclusive.
Brilliant. So, one thing you haven't told us about yourself is that you have recently passed your chartership.
Yes, yeah, how could I
So,
forget?
how did you find this? And can you tell us a little bit more about what that was?
Yeah, what an achievement. Gosh, yeah. It's such a reflective practice, because basically it's a supervised practice and you need to work on projects and build up your experience, so that you can write your portfolio of excellence and really reflect on what you've learned in the process, but what you would also do differently the next time. I think that it's so easy for us to just keep going forward and doing the doing that we don't take the time always to sit down and reflect on, okay, what have I done well here, but what could I improve on in the future? So I think that for me was just such a great process to go through, because it makes you more aware, it makes you more self-aware in terms of your professional best practice. I'm excited to bring this level of knowledge and expertise to develop my role at Lexxics, and I cannot thank Nicola, our founder, enough for giving me such an incredible opportunity, plus my colleague Rebecca for supervising me through the process and really encouraging me when it was so tempting to just give up and throw in the towel at times when I found it really, really tough. The whole process has really changed my life, and I guess it's given me the belief in my ability to achieve really large goals, because when I think back to when I was just completing my application for chartership, I think I had the thought in the back of my mind like, gosh, am I going to be able to do this? I really don't know, but I just went for it anyway, and here we are, a little while later, and I can say I'm chartered, which is amazing.
It's amazing. It's brilliant. So, what would you say to other psychologists considering starting their chartership?
Yeah, I would really encourage it. I would say go for it. it I would say that it is a challenging process to go through, so you need to be prepared for that in terms of your time. So you do have to spend a lot of time on it, not always work time, but your spare time. So I sacrificed holidays and all sorts of things to do this chartership. But I think that it represents the gold standard in psychology and applied psychology, and I think that was really important for me to reach that level, so that I can share that level with others, and hopefully I'll be able to support other members in the team to achieve their chartership based on my experience.
Brilliant. So, what do you enjoy most about working for Lexic? This one is a bit of pressure, I am aware.
Oh, there's so much, genuinely. I I love how passionate each and every single member of the organisation is. I love that we are innovative, depending on the needs of our clients. So we don't have a rigid service that we provide. We are willing to flex and adapt our service offering depending on the needs of an individual or an organisation. I also love the fact that neurodiversity at work is still a growing area and the potential is largely untapped. And this makes me really, really excited thinking to the next 9 years in Lexxic. What is Lexxic going to achieve in that time? There's still so many people that need support, and I'll always do my best to ensure that our services are accessible to everyone that needs them.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much, Vicki, for taking the time to introduce yourself to our viewers, but also to the wider community who may see you out and about in Edinburgh. You may see her at conferences, you may see her at different services. She tends to be here, there, and everywhere. Also, you can find our blogs, other articles, all on our website through our LinkedIn and through our Twitter. All of that information can be found both on our website and on those different platforms there. So thank you very much for having us and taking the time to listen to us and watch us. And hopefully this lockdown will all be finished soon and we'll be out and about face to face and seeing everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vicki.